Don't be switching seats either. But there should be 10 of them. If you find it, hold it up. We got one.
Our time by choice or by default. When we make choices about how we spend our time, we generally receive a tremendous return on our investment. When we make no conscious choice, we default and generally receive a very poor return on our investment. There are many ways we default. Spending time in front of the TV, I know I'm guilty of that sometimes, is probably one of the most common. We will never reach our goals in any part of our life if our time is controlled by default and not by our own good choices. Remember Ms. Parker was talking about simple errors in judgment? That's one. There are two resources that create wealth, time and money. Of the two, only time is non-replenishable. Most of us take painstaking care in determining how we spend or invest our money. We shop around for the best bargains. We study investments with great care. After all, as Benjamin Franklin said, a penny saved is a penny earned. It's a pity Franklin didn't help us realize that time is actually more valuable than money. We can always earn more money. We can never replace wasted time. If we invested time like money, we would demand a high return for our invested time. We would develop a portfolio of time investments, which would give us the greatest return. How are you investing your time? What return are you getting from this valuable resource? How much of your time are you setting aside to build a dynamic income source that will never retire, even if you do? How much of your time are you setting aside to build wealth? Time invested wisely will yield personal happiness, spiritual growth, self-improvement, and wealth. Time invested poorly will yield frustration, anxiety, and debt. With T&I, you are free to invest as little or as much time as you desire. So take a serious look at your time portfolio, how you spend your time. I'll never forget Mr. Robert Dean. I love what he said. How are you going to not have any money and not have any time at the same time? Either you're going to not have that much time, so that means you would think you had a lot of money. Or you don't have that much money, but you got a whole lot of time. Okay. I don't know anyone. How many times do we hear that? If I gave everybody $100 and told you to make a list of everybody you know, right now, who think they could do that? You probably, the truth is, most people can come up with 300 to 500 names of people that they either know personally or have come in contact with in some way or another. You can use memory joggers, even if you don't remember their number, at least write down their name, because you probably gonna run into them or somebody you know will run into them at some time. I tried it already. That thing don't work. How many times have you heard that? I mean, think of it like this. When I get that, my husband taught me this. He was like, well, ask them, how many presentations have they been to? How many trainings did they attend? How many people did they talk to? How many conference calls? It probably did not work because they didn't work. They didn't work it. I don't like meetings, but you go to your job every day. That's what it is. Do I have to do presentations? Yes, you do. I'm going to clear that up. I've been guilty of telling people that. But in 2007, we can't play around.
That's right.
If you want to make the money that people that you said make, if you want to make the kind of money that people doing presentations are making, then you got to do some presentations. Everybody's doing Noni. Nobody's making any money. Okay, there's a difference between doing Noni to me is trainings, presentations, follow-up, doing the system. Versus we all see people every day walking around, driving around with magnets on their cars. People think that's doing the business. But, so that's naturally what everybody thinks. Nobody's making any money. Let's say, I just read the other day that we're steadily approaching to about 300 million people in the, 300 million people in the U.S. So let's say, we all know that we probably have not penetrated, we've only penetrated maybe 1 to 2% of the market. So I'll be a little generous. Let's say we penetrated 2%. 2% of 300 million is roughly about 6 million. So that means 294 million don't even know about the juice shit. We 21% of all active distributors, mind you, I said active, do make $500 or more. So, I mean, I'll leave that one on. You don't need money to be happy. Money can't buy you happiness. Miss Parr did a wonderful job of covering this one. I'll say it the way she said. I love when she says, you're going through something. Say you crying, you all upset. Would you rather be crying in a Bentley than a Pinto? How much money have you made? I love this one. I can't remember who I learned this from. Tell people, I don't know because I'm not finished collecting yet. You're missing church too much. From 5 times a week to 2 times a week. I'm not going to really get into that one again. This part did a wonderful job. But just think how much time you would have to go to church, to be on the usher board, to do the building fund or whatever. If you just took maybe, went down from 5 to 2 times a week and worked in your business, you could be there 24/7, 365 days a year. If you just take a little bit of time, sacrifice, get your money as an issue out of the way, and then that's it. Let's see next. Meeting objections. Keep in mind that you are interviewing the prospect. You retain the power to reject them, not them rejecting you. Say you're out piquing interest, and you ask someone a question. Are you open to a business opportunity right now? Yes or no? They don't answer your question. We all know 9 times out of 10, people are gonna answer your question with a question. The key is, do not answer their question before they answer your question. What you want to do is repeat the question. Ask them again. Say, listen, no disrespect. All I want to know is, are you open to a business opportunity right now? Yes or no? If they don't say yes, they don't say no. You don't really want to repeat the question again. Just say, listen, again, no disrespect. I feel like maybe you're just not ready to hear what I have to share with you right now. And go on to something else. Like if you're on the phone, say, well, you know, I got some more calls to make, girl. Let me go. Or just say, thank you for your time. Have a nice day. God bless you. And go on. Because if you don't, you will let them take control of you give them the control. You want the ball to stay in your court. So just don't give an answer to somebody's question before they answer yours. That's all. That's the whole key. Keep the ball in your court. Keep control of the conversation. One other thing I was going to say is, another technique that you can use, going back to the types of objections you could get. I learned the technique a while ago. Basically, it was a little bit when I started business, when I first started business. But I'm just not using that technique, and it's called feel, felt, found. This is how it goes. Okay, we'll use, I can't sell juice. Somebody says that to you. You say, I know how you feel. I feel the same way too. But what I found out was, when I went to Applebee's and set that bottle of juice on the table, 3-5 people, I mean the whole restaurant was asking me, what's that, what's that? That bottle of juice was gone. And I really needed some more juice. You want to be agreeable with people. Never be argumentative or defensive with people. You had a cookie. You know this is the best opportunity on the planet. Feel that, so don't let people degrade you and feel, bad about that just because they object to you. Everybody's not going to see this. Because the thing is, it's more people who don't want to change than people who want to change. So don't let that objections and all the no's keep this opportunity from working for you. So that's my time. I'll see y'all at the top. Thank you.